9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and go. Okay, let's start off at the house. Sad there's no char. Yeah, and like this is the thing, it's not even out yet. It's brand new. You know, I'm sure people were like, when Warcraft first launched, like, how come there's no High Elves in the game? They've been a playable thing in Warcraft for ages. You know what? I do like to do this. Alright, what do we got in here? Oh, bombs! Don't mind if I do. 4 bombs is a good amount. 8 is a better amount. Let's see what I get in here. 50 bucks, okay. Yeah, it's very possible Char will come down the road. More bombs, okay. You be dead. And I want to need this other pot for that other guard. Alright, now here is the question. Do I want to... Yeah, I think I'll do it. Okay, let's see what this tier tree pull is. Arrows, okay. I have 7 bombs. Let's take a chance. Yeah, I know the char, you know, it's... They're not conventional. I love that. We love an MMO that gives you some non-conventional options. Ah! Guard, please. Hang out right there. Alright. Yeah, doing this place with just bombs is risky, but I can do it. I didn't mean to bonk. Oh, I got everybody's attention. Please leave me alone. I'm just a small, humble Australian wallaby trying to make it in the big city. My neighbor's a frog. Oh no. There we go. Not only is my neighbor a frog, he's voiced by Charlie Adler. Why do I remember the name of Mr. Bighead's voice actor? You know what? He's voiced many beloved children's cartoon characters. Why would I not remember him? Okay, so far we haven't... I mean, we got some items, but like... I think just arrows and some money, right? I have not been counting. Okay. 2 pots with which to do my dirty work. Hopefully that last chest has what I'm looking for, which is something of value. Oh my god! Gambling pays off! The glove! Which means my next stop is going to be the back of Escape. Oh man. What fortune? I have been smiled upon Let's jump in this grave. Heart container, heart container, heart... Well, I don't have a response to that. Rocco has a lot of heart, I guess. That's basically canon. Ow. Ow. Rocco getting absolutely poked by the guard. Which also feels kind of canon. Stabbing is not healthy. That's correct. Heart piece. God, 3 full heart containers, all in a row. No wonder the king ain't doing so hot. He put all his health in the basement. Okay. Kill him, and then we'll pull the tree and get some more arrows. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Ugh, single dollars. I don't care enough to farm single dollars off a crab. Alright, is this an agaseed? It is not. I don't need any shields technically to beat the game. Mirror shield is useful. Not necessary. I don't need that berry, I'm at full health. Bonk. Okay, what's over here? It's heart piece. I'll grab it, why not? I know why not, because it's a waste of time, but I have it anyway. Bombs! Okay, perfect! I was just thinking, I'm gonna need more bombs, that's why I need to gear up for a tree pull. But no. I mean, I'll pull the tree anyway, but still. Okay, so. Alright, first and foremost, for the YouTube crowd, the reason I'm playing as Rocco tonight is I wanted to see if there was a Rocky sprite from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. There was not, but I wanted to do that as a tribute to Tony Head, who passed recently, because he played Dr. Frankenfurter on in the Rocky Horror Show, the stage version. Considerable pipes on the man. Great actor. R.I.P. dude. You were very good. Quake, heart piece, bombs, and Titan's mitt. Oh my god. Okay, the fact that I now have both gloves and other people will not have wanted to do Hyrule Castle means I'm going to be at a bit of an advantage here. So that's nice. Anyway, so that's why I'm playing as Rocco. But also, I mentioned earlier there was a weird coincidence that happened. And I will also explain that, because it's also related to the Tony Head thing. So, you know, when I saw people talking about it, I was like, really? So I hit Wikipedia, because of course the people who edit that website very quickly get on and edit is into was the second something happens to somebody. Ooh, pink shirt. The website confirmed it, but also I found out he has 2 daughters that are actors, and one of them was the Red Wizard Sophina in the Dungeons & Dragons movie. Oh boy, $5. I just gave that man $95. I even got the chicken clip. Banished to Castlevania. So yeah, one of his daughters, Dungeons & Dragons, the villain. Love that movie, it's great. One of the YouTube channels I follow, XP to Level 3. Ooh, Fire Rod. They did a video today about the Dungeons and Dragons movie. And I think... May I have a bottle? I think, perhaps, the regular guy who hosts the channel is Jacob, but this video was done by his sister, and I think maybe she might be a little bit film illiterate? I want to be charitable, I want to be nice. You know, not everybody has the same taste in movies. Some of the complaints felt a little bit inconsistent with other things. Like the whole sequence where they go into the Underdark in order to get the Helm of Disjunction. And they happen across the Thayans down there and the giant red dragon. That's a great sequence. And she was like, I don't think that this was necessary, or this could have been a separate thing, or we don't need an adventure inside of an adventure. Ooh, another bottle. Don't mind if I do. And I'm like, look. Check the map here. Okay, crystal pendant. Alright. South Shore it is. Oh my god, I should have gone to King's Tomb. Oh well. Tell you what we'll do. We will go to the desert area before we do the actual, like, eastern half of the map. We'll see what Agina's got. But yeah, the idea... Oh. The idea that that sequence is too much and detracts from the plot of the film... I don't think so. It's part of the setup of a heist. Like, that's what the Dungeons and Dragons movie is. It's a heist film. And that's just them getting things ready for the heist. Like, that's the prep work. They showed us the prep work for the heist. That's fine. Oh, look, the book. That makes things interesting. Oh, man. What's on Desert Ledge? What's on the ledge? This might actually be important. What's on the ledge? It is a shield. Okay, well... Ow. Maybe I'll do Desert Palace. We'll see. Yeah, also, maybe I'm just somebody who is a big fan of that movie, and so I let it get a little bit ahead of me. You know, maybe that's the issue. Maybe I'm just too close to it, and I'm like, no, this is a very good movie. It deserved to do better. But at the same time... Okay, here's the thing. The movie should have done better. And it kind of sucks that it didn't, because that means we won't get more movies. But also, fuck Hasbro. Oh my god, the Rocco praying. That is so good. Yeah, but yeah, no, it is basically the universal constant. Fuck Hasbro. They're always so bad. Can I just hide here from the fireballs? Yeah, I can. Small key, alright. I'll take that. Go over here, we'll see what we get from these two chests. Well, this room's going to be a little bit tricky because I don't really have a standard weapon to do this with. Alright, never mind, that wasn't so bad after all. Single arrow, my god. Fuck you, Desert Palace. There's 2 treasures in here. That's one of them. So if I'm lucky, the other item is before the boss. I am in a space where I'm like, I can fight the boss? You're the compass. You are playing ALTTP. Okay, yeah, I am. Alright. One more check before the boss. Don't be the map. Do not be the map. Please. God damn it. Okay. I'm gonna grab all of the things. Because I want magic. I need magic. My only weapons are bombs and the fire rod. And I need the fire rod in order to light torches. So, we're going to be doing some stuff with bombs. Now, fortunately, and I can't believe this is something I'm actually going to be doing, is I can go fight the boss using the fire rod. I know what you're thinking. Joe, you don't have enough magic to do that. You're right, I don't. Having not picked up the half magic yet, and only having that sliver of magic, which I'm going to use most of lighting torches. God damn it. Okay, I need to do this better than I've been doing it. The good news is one bomb is enough to do the rest of this. Out of the way, you... God. Getting bullied by the I-beam guys. You know, it's fine. It's fine if I'm missing a little health. Torch, 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 torch. So yeah, there's the magic I have to work with now. Luckily, I have 2 blue potions. I am seriously going to fight the graboids using the fire rod and refilling my magic using the blue potions I have. Which is also why I wasn't too concerned about health. Moon Pearl! Oh my god, we have Dark World access! It's so early! That's amazing! Okay, well, this shapes the course of my seed going forward, I suppose. I'm going to leave South Shore for the time being. First and foremost, as I said before, off to Sanctuary. Still no weapon. Not enough rupees to go talk to King Zora yet. Not enough bombs to go... Not enough bombs to go deal with Mini Moldorm Cave. So yeah, we're going to check King's Tomb. And then I guess we'll go to Magic Powder. We'll go to Kakariko. We will enter the Dark World. I will do the Village of Outcasts. Because there's usually some good stuff there. Worst case scenario, I'm sure I'll find some bombs. God. Titan's Mitts and Moon Pearl before even a single sword. This is weird. Alright, let's see what's going on in the Dark World. Alright, Well, Skullwoods... Skullwoods is something I could, in theory, go do right now, but I desperately want a weapon before I dedicate myself to Skullwoods. I know I can just go straight to the boss and fight Mothula, but it's risky. God damn it. That just cost me money. Okay, what do we got here? Heart piece. Okay. That should mean I'm just one more piece away from a full heart. We'll use our last bomb right here. And see if I find any more bombs in the... Nope, no more bombs in the bushes. Okay. Sword! Alright, well, we now officially have a weapon. I guess in theory I could do Thieves' Town. It's a pendant, though, so I don't want to. Alright, here's the new plan. We have a sword now, so I can do Mini Moldworm Cave at least. I'm going to run over here, I'm going to do the digging game. I'm going to grab the blacksmith, I'm going to do all the way over to Hype Cave. Oh no, I don't have money for this. Where can I farm some gold? Gold? No, you know what? I'm gonna go talk to Stumpy, see if he gives me some money. If Stumpy gives me money, we're set. If he doesn't, then I gotta go back. Stumpy, please. Red mail. Alright, well, we have the best armor now. Hey, guards, what do you give? Oh, just health. Okay. I don't have bombs, so I can't do... I can't even do Hype Cave. Okay, so here's the plan. I need some money. Money can be obtained from this game if you choose the right chests. 50 bucks, 100 bucks. All right, we got money. Thank God. Oh man, I was concerned, but now we seem to be set again. Go do the digging game. I will hopefully find some bombs while digging. Then I'll go back and I'll get the frog. Magic, some money. Keep digging, I need bombs. Okay, well, you know what? We didn't find any bombs, but we found enough money that I can buy some bombs if need be. We will be walking past the bomb shop, so not so bad. Froggy, you're coming with me. We both hop. I'm a wallaby, you're a frog. Oh my god, it's Mr. Big Head. I need to return him to Mrs. Big Head. That's exactly what's happening here. Exactly. Ed Bighead has been sent to the Dark World. No, Ed Bighead is from the Dark World. His wife was sent to the Light World, where she turned into a dwarf. I'll take those. Ow. Okay, what's Hype Cave got for me? 20 bucks. Alright. Doesn't quite pay for our heart piece. 20 bucks, 20 bucks. Flippers! Big deal. Favorite Rocco character, go. Honestly, it might be Ed Bighead. Saving and quitting. Filbert's pretty good too. Let's go to... Sanctuary's the faster way to go. Give me hearts back. Filbert, of course, voices the cheese, the best character in the show. He's better than the salami and the bologna combined, right? In my brain, I was like, is it combined or is it put together? And then it didn't want to actually put the words out. Yeah, I can hear it in my head now. It's just Filbert going, combined. Shuffles into frame. Ooh, 50 bucks. Shuffles into frame. I am the cheese. I am the best character in the show. Okay, well, we have Dark World access, of all things. Not that it does me a whole lot of good. Bad luck and extreme misfortune will infest your pathetic soul for all eternity. It's one that sticks with you. I don't remember that one. It's been too long since I watched Rocco. If I recall correctly, Charlie Adler, the voice actor I've been talking up, was also the... God, make sure I didn't lose anything there. Charlie Adler, the voice actor I've been talking up, was also, I want to say, the teacher, or possibly principal, in Real Monsters. What was it called? The Grumble, I think? Real Monsters? It's been a while. But of course, in my brain, the line from Charlie Adler that sticks out in my head the most is, it's got to be... So he was the voice of the evil manager in Gem and the Holograms back in the day. And there was an episode where they bought, like, an Indy car, like a Formula 1 race car. And so, like, he had to get a race car to race against them. Bombos! That's one item out of Skullwoods. There are 2 items total in Skullwoods. So finding one means I'm halfway there. Ow. Anyway, so he finds somebody who, like, takes bets at the racetrack. And he's like, I'm gonna make it big by betting against my stupid band. The Misfits. Because they do have a propensity for screwing things up, and he knows it. So he's like, the whole plot, like, how do you, like, place a bet at this racetrack is you buy a hot dog from the hot dog vendor. And the hot dog vendor gives you a little slip with the hot dog that says who your bet is for. And so he keeps going back and changing his bet for, like, an added fee. And at one point, he's like, it's almost the end of the race, and he's like, I gotta go change my bet one more time. Why didn't I do Mini Moldworm Cave first? I have the flippers now, so, like, actually doing Zora isn't a bad idea. Whatever, it's fine. Anyway, he places the bet, he gets the hot dog, and he reaches in to pull out his betting slip, and he just goes, "It's just a hot dog." And that's the line that lives in my voice. Lives in my voice, lives in my brain. Okay, that's all my shots with the fire rod. This is so stupid. There we go, we got him. God, that's such a good show. The map. Okay. You know, I'm also going a little bit off of, doing Skull Woods in this condition is probably not the smart move, but the race room is literally called Smart Skull Woods. So that's why I'm here. In my heart and in my soul, I want this to be a good move. Even though it probably isn't. Oh, I still need to find one more thing in here. Okay, it's suddenly fine that I wasted all that magic. Ugh. Ow. Small key, alright. The hunt for a last item continues. Rocco pushed that thing. We still haven't seen him get hit by the bunny beam. What are our bets on what Rocco's bunny beam form will be? My money is on Spunky. You know, let's go in the front door. There's a chest immediately to the right. Spunky makes the most sense. I could also see Heifer. I could see Filbert, honestly. Okay, there's our second item. Ow. Okay, but we have the flippers now, which means I can actually go to the other side of the river. So, we're going this way now. I'm also going to check to see what's on Bumper Ledge. It is 10 arrows. I don't need that. God, it would be the strangest pull if the bunny beam form for Rocco was Filbert's dentist girlfriend with the hook for her hand. Which is also a truly bizarre character to describe. See, what was her name? I couldn't even tell you. My brain wants to say it's something normal like Tabitha. But I don't think it was actually that. Tammy? Could be. Dr. Hutchison. Surely she has a first name. Unless Filbert always described her as Dr. Hutchison. Paula. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. 300 bucks. That's Zora money right there. If I go back to the... Filbert must have. There's no way he was like, this is my girlfriend, Dr. Hutchison. And called her up to be like, hey, Dr. Hutchison. Although I could also see Filbert being a very formal person. Yeah, if Filbert's a Shellbach. Yeah, that makes sense. We of course also know that Heifer's last name is Wolf. I think his dad was also voiced by Charlie Adler. Full heart? Yeah, I'll grab that, why not? Oh god, I can't do pod. You know what, we have a sword now. What I should do is I should save and quit and go up the mountain. I'm not going into pod. No. You know what, no, before I go up the mountain, fucking South Shore, what am I doing? I am leaving everything down here on the table. I still have an image saved on my computer for reacting to posts of just Heifer sitting with his father on like the porch, and he just goes, "Thanks, Dad." I think it might have been from the episode where he found out he was adopted. Okay, $1. Heart piece. Master sword. Very nice. Heart container. 300 rupees. That's all the money we need. But you know what? Finding that Master sword is a big deal. Ow. It's still not enough to cut through the defense of the Dancing Pickles, but it's still pretty good. Sword of Evil's Bane. Mighty weapon against the evil Prince of Darkness, Ganon. Not so effective against a Dancing Pickle. Okay, here we have bombs. Alright. Check this out. We set up the water walk by running along the side of the pit. Then, we jump into the water diagonally, so as to not activate our water walk. Then we swim to the waterfall and activate our water walk. It only activates when you jump directly south. Okay, heart piece there. Don't need to worry about that. Let's find out what the fella under the bridge has. He has $100. Sir, you have plenty of money. You do not need to sleep under the bridge. He must be on the run from the law. He must have embezzled that cash. That's what's going on. Everybody refers to him as the bridge hobo. I think he's just on the run. Maybe he just likes it down there. That could be true. He has no protection from the elements unless they come directly down from above. Hopefully Hyrule does not get windstorms. Sometimes Insomnia doesn't make sense, that's true. Okay, ooh, hook shot. Mirror. Okay, alright. This is huge. This is good stuff. And a fairy for that bottle, too. Oh my god. God, hookshot. I love it. That means when we go up the mountain, I can immediately check both light and dark Death Mountain on both the east and west sides. This is going to be great. Maybe he was LARPing a Rags to Riches challenge and I just put him back a month. Hey man, I didn't make him give me anything. He could have said, here's $1, and I would have been like, I accept that. Heart piece. I don't remember looking at what was on the ledge, so I'm gonna go grab it just in case. It's 20 bucks. Alright. Okay, so I still don't have a lamp proper. Fortunately, I don't need a lamp in order to do the passageway up to Death Mountain. If I hold my sword out and watch the sparkles, I know exactly where I am. My stun prize is fairies. Alright, if I'm ever low on money, or not money, low on health, that's the way to do it. Okay, we have the old man. Down and around that open pit. Follow the wall diagonally upwards. Kill the bats. And exit. Alright, old man, what do you got? 10 arrows. Don't shoot them all in one place! Okay, we're gonna go check Spectacle Rock. You're a crystal, okay. There's a technique we use... Oh, bombs. The technique we use for climbing those stairs a little more quickly called pumping. A bow! I desperately need that. Yes, you pump on the stairs by alternating quickly between left and right as you go. For some reason, it's faster. This game is full of cheese like that. Bo get. Hinton, what do you got for me? Unique item is in the big chest of Swamp Palace. Alright, good to know. That's actually good to know. I feel uncertain about this. Oh, but it was right. Okay. Do I go straight up there and get those bombs? I think I do. Okay. Because here's the thing, getting the bombs, not that big a deal. Finishing the dungeon up here, and checking the ether tablet. What do you got for me, tablet? Bombs. Alright. Let's clear this dungeon. Bombastic seed, apparently. It's like Shaggy, it's Mr. Bombastic. Something something fantastic. I don't know the rest of the words. Arrows is in Ganon's tower. You're gonna be a small key, aren't you? It's the big key, never mind. Setting up. Find the right pixel. You know what? Just do it that way. And we got the big key, so I can check these things too. Alright, we have no items from this dungeon yet. There are 2. One's probably in the basement. One's definitely in the basement. Heart containers in Palace of Darkness. Okay, well, you know, we have a lot of things we can check. Oh my god. We have a lot of things we can check. I don't necessarily need to be checking the basement of this place. Bonk. Didn't do any damage. Huh. He died a lot faster than I anticipated. 20 bucks. All right. I just flipped a coin. I'm going to check the basement. Normally, I don't flip a coin for these things. But I actually have coins next to me right now, so I flipped a nickel. Okay. We are safe here. Glitched in the pegs. So I'm gonna have a drink. Tonight's beverage is Diet Pepsi. I also have a glass of water, but water, famously, not a beverage. $10. Okay. Nickel, you lied to me. Whatever. We got it. We at least know that it can't possibly be here. By it, I of course mean progress towards completing the seed. Let's jump down. Let's jump down. And see what's over here. You know what? Let's go up this way. That's the wrong entrance. I need to go in this one. Yes, deleting that block is technically a little bit faster than going around the other way. 10 arrows. The cape. Alright, we do love getting the cape. No hammer means I actually need to do... I need to use the portal at the bottom of the mountain. $10 arrows. Stop giving me 10 arrows! 20 bucks. 10 arrows. Bloomerang. And the flute. Flute is a big find. Am I confident in my position? No. But I made it. Okay, from here... What? Oh. Okay. Flute always looked like a big blue nose to me. Same! Oh my god! The wavelength. It's hit both of us. 300 bucks over there. I don't need to worry about that. God, and like the fact that it's like not even actually a flute, it's an ocarina, was completely lost on me as a child. That was not an instrument that I'd ever heard of. Up until like what, 97, 96 when Ocarina of Time landed. And I was like, what a strange instrument to pick. Apparently no. That's the instrument that Link always had. You went to public school in the US. Hey, you know, apparently public school in Canada did not explain ocarinas either. Though let me tell you, we played the heck out of some recorders. It is funny, though, because, like, I do... Alright, if you've ever seen Monty Python's The Meaning of Life, there is a scene in a school where one of the kids is, like... And I say one of the kids even though it's Michael Palin. One of the students is fiddling with something in the classroom, and the teacher, played by John Cleese, is like, "What's that you've got there?" And he's got an ocarina, and he just says, "It's an ocarina, sir." And the teacher, like, confiscates it and then has sex with his wife in front of the class. That's their sex ed. And I didn't see Meaning of Life until after I'd played Ocarina of Time. Like, we only ever got bombs. We only ever got Holy Grail on TV up here. $20. Bug net. And $20. Okay. Well, let's find out what we need over here. Why not? Bombos. Oh, I have access to open the place, I just can't actually do anything if I do. Meaning of Life is a smidge more graphic than Grail. That's true. And not nearly as... And you know, much more blasphemous is Life of Brian than any of the rest of them. Alright, well, we got everything off of the mountain, other than what's in Spike Cave, which I can't get to. However, we did find the flute, so I'm going to go activate the flute and check out some stuff. I also have Titan's Mitts, so I do have the ability to do Ice Palace. Maybe I should do that after I activate the flute. And I got the mirror, so that means Graveyard Ledge is in logic. What am I doing? I'm going to the Weather Vane. You know what? I got the powder. I don't need the hammer. Here's what I'm going to do. Activate the flute. Go into the Dark World. Zip around over to the Smith's, their house, and I'm gonna go into the. I'm gonna get Magic Bat. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't have the hammer, so I have to use the tricky way with the flute. Not the flute, with the mirror. It's a good plan, trust me. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if there's... You know what, no, I haven't even found the hammer yet, so I can't even say that, like, Spike Cave probably has something good in it. It probably doesn't. Like, the complete lack of ability to get into it right now is a bit of an indicator to me that it's not something I'm going to need to do. I hope. I do have the ability to do it now, though. Oh, no, I don't, because... Oh, God. Okay, Purple Chest, you're coming with me. I've added another task to this list. Returning to Purple Chest to the regular normal guy at the entrance to the desert. Never mind, well, okay, there's our hammer. Huge. Alright, well, maybe Spike Cave has something after all. God. It's like, Hammer, we were just talking about you. Okay, let's see what this has, and then I will go do something. $300, okay. Yeah. Gosh, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I know I was talking about Ice Palace. I got the hammer now, though, so I'm gonna check the Bombos tablet. Is this a good idea? I don't know. Probably not. It's a one-off check. It's a little out of the way. Swamp Palace is something I can do. This is not a bad idea. I'll check Balbo's tablet, and then I will check Swamp Palace. Swamp Palace, of course, has a very high density of items. If I'm going to find anything to help me advance, it's going to be there. There's 6 things! $50! Oh man, money! Okay. Gosh, now I'm wondering. I don't think... No, you know what? I was just wondering out loud if they'd ever gotten, like, a Criterion release for Holy Grail. Or any of the Monty Python films. And I realized if they had, surely I would have seen people pick them in the closet. They're hilarious. But I've never seen that happen. So they can't be in the closet. That said, I do know that Terry Gilliam caches in Mimic Cave. Alright, Mimic Cave is dead to me. Terry Gilliam is in the closet. Small key. Brazil is in there, Time Bandits is in there, The Adventures of Baron Munchausen is in there. Brazil is really good, but also long. I just love that there's that one section where I'm like, Baron Munchausen... Well, see, here's the thing. You haven't even seen the Baron Munchausen that he did. You saw the one that Karel Zeman did, the Czech director. And that was very good, too. They're both great. We should do Munchausen for a movie night sometime. It's a lot of fun. Eric Idle is in it. Robin Williams shows up. Uma Thurman is there. It's got amazing practical effects. Ooh, Blue Cane. Fun. That's one item. I do need to go over here. If you are at all familiar with Terry Gilliam's animation style, the way that he did the little cartoons for the Holy Grail, or not, well, for the Holy Grail, but also for all the Monty Python stuff, where it's like cut-out paper elements that are interacting. He did a Baron Munchausen film that basically all of they had practical effects that were like that. Oh no, I don't have... It's okay, it's okay. I stole a key. I don't have the red cane. I can't do Diver Dam. Need to play this legitimately. But yes, he's got like whole sets that are like designed to move around like that in ways that like just... It looks fantastic. There was no way they were making their money back on that thing. I never hit the switchback, did I? I did! Okay. Go me. Alright, heart container. Alright, so this side of the dungeon was a little bit of a bust. But you don't know until you get here. And getting to the end and realizing that you were still missing some items, you'd want to check it out anyway. The big key must be in the back, so I'll have to go over there. This is one of those rare dungeons where you don't actually need the big key to get to the boss. Okay. So normally I don't use this door. Normally I use the diver down to traverse the water-filled rooms. But no red cane. So we're doing this vanilla style. Alright, what do we got here? We have a tempered sword and a map. Alright, either the boss has the big key or the big key is in the second last chest up here in the waterfall room. Yeah, there's a big key. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fight the boss. Gosh, no, I'm going to go get the big chest. I don't want to deal with the Specky Clip again. It's fine, though, because I'll just be able to use this room to get back over. And I know there's an item in this chest, so, without further ado, let's see what we got our hands on. It is huge, absolutely ginormous lamp. We love it. Yeah, aside from missing the red cane, I think I'm basically ready to beat the game. That feels like such a weird thing to say, but we are an hour in. No, I shouldn't say that. I don't know what I need to get into Misery Mire. Mire, of course, is, I believe, a crystal dungeon. Importantly, completing Swamp Palace will give us one of our two red crystals, which you need both in order to access the giant bomb that you used to open up the Pyramid Fairy. Also, shaving an eyeball, it's that time of night. Give me your fuzzies. You're bouncing the wrong way, man. There we go. 50 bucks. All right. Well, give me that red crystal. Let's get the hell out of here. God. I see a Discord notification, I'm guessing. Okay, where is other red crystal? Other red crystal is Turtle Rock. Okay, we will not be doing that anytime soon. Ah. I open up Discord to see what the heck I've got a notification about. And it's like, so I pull down my, the top so that I can see the notifications, and it's just like somebody has changed their status on Discord. And I'm like, that's not what it would send me a notification about. I have a DM or something? I did have a DM. It just didn't show up in the pull down menu, so I'm like, what the heck? A friend just wanted to send me a picture of a Darth Maul they have. Small key. That room went pretty well. As stated with the previous room, I do not have the red cane, so we will not be doing Icebreaker either. Apparently you can set it up with the bug net, but I sure don't know how to do that, so this week we get to see the legendary Ice Palace bomb jump. Cash is held by someone friendly. That could be any number of people. Ow. Wait a minute. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Legendary Ice Palace bomb jump. Let's set this up. Let's go in the pit. Nope. It sucked because I did have the right... Okay, here we go. No. Okay. That looks right. Why am I not getting it? Thank you. No! Oh my god. Oh my god. Ice Palace, why have you forsaken me? Give me all of my health back, ladies. Actually, I really want those 8 bombs. Do I have the big key yet? No, I don't have the big key yet. I really haven't come across too much of anything yet, have I? Red cane! Still no big key. Alright. But we found the red cane. Essential item. We can go do Turtle Rock whenever. Whenever will be later, though. I have other things to do for the time being. Checking Ice-T and also the backstage area. Because that's what I've decided to call the area where you get to by doing the icebreaker. Backstage does have a nice ring to it. It feels right, doesn't it? It's like there's stuff there, but it's also really out of the way. It feels like you're in the crawl space. There's our big key. Grab a little magic off of that guy. Oh. Okay, well I don't necessarily want to be here, but I am here. Piece of Heart requires the boots. Piece of Heart requires the boots. Alright, well there's only 3 things in the game that require the boots. Get out of my way, everybody! Oh my god. There's the torch in Desert Palace. There's the torch in Ganon's Tower. And the library ledge. That's the only things that require the boots. Okay, here we are in my freshly named backstage area. where we collect this chest, which contains the compass. We forget to pull that statue's tongue. Let's try that again. And let's see what's down here. The map. Alright, sure, why not? They're hiding the mundane trash in the backstage area, which is fine. Alright, 20 bucks. At this point we have all the dungeon items, so let's find out what's in that big chest. I'm actually going to do it the regular way. Load that up, jump in the hole. Small key. Alright, well, I didn't anticipate that. Alright, so we're going to leave that... it does make sense, though, because we have this optional door here. This room over here on the right contains a little bit of some pickups, some health, some arrows, magic, whatnot. It's useful if you're running low on things. I am not. Alright, so one Bombo's Blast will knock his shell open. Not super efficient, but still pretty quick. Fairy in a bottle. Something something Christina Aguilera. Oh. Okay, 2 more crystals to get. They are in Pod and Turtle Rock. Alright, well, let's go do Pod, I guess. Because you really kind of want Turtle Rock to be your last dungeon you do. Okay. Got a message from a friend asking me, saying, okay, are you awake? And I'm like, yeah, but... Just this teensiest bit occupied, you know? I will give them a shout when I'm done. They're every bit as oh, Steve forfeited, okay. They are every bit as insomniac as me. I should check Discord if I can adjust my, oh, like a different status for when I'm racing? Yeah. Maybe I should. I know when I open up OBS, it switches to streamer mode, which is, like, useful because it gets rid of the bleeps. You don't want all those bleeps showing up when you're racing. Oh yeah, no, it's not the same, but, like, you know. It's something that Discord's already doing, so I'm like, I wonder if there's another way that I just, like, yeah, have that show up as a thing. You know what, I don't even really need to do that right now. I'm gonna go around. We don't have a small key yet, so actually I'm gonna jump in here. There's our small key. Now, of course, that being a small key means I'm probably looking at there's another small key in that chest in the middle that I sometimes like to get. Bombs is held by the Kakariko Village Elder. Alright, green pendant. Glad I didn't go for it. I remembered... Oh my god. I remembered looking at the map and being like, well, I could do the dungeon that gives me... I could do Thieves' Town. Because Blind, he's the same number of hits regardless of what sword you have. So I was like, I have Fighter's Sword, so I could still fight Blind if need be. But also, fighting Blind... no. The Fighter's Sword, it still kind of sucks. I'm going to check that chest in the middle, actually. It's not necessarily a small key right now. I'm in go mode. Why am I doing this? Small key. Alright. So 2 small keys, which means there will be 1 more in the back. Which is fine. There are things back here, though. In theory, I should just be going straight to the boss. But I am precocious sometimes. Give me all my health back, fairy. Okay, ooh, heart. Okay. Silver arrows! Okay, worth it. Worth it. Okay. Harmless Hellway, I can say with confidence, is a small key. God, it's so nice to be doing this with a lamp. Mushroom. Compass. And the big chest contains 20 bucks. All right. Let's go fight the boss. Yeah, Harmless Hellway has to be a small key because I need 1 more small key to do the, come on. To do the back area. And so if I used my remaining small key in order to get into Harmless Hellway, well, I'd need another small key, which means the chest in there has to have it. The game will not soft lock you. At least not intentionally. Sometimes glitches can happen. I have had that happen before. How? How did you just take 4 hits? I don't want to hear no nonsense about turtle power. Let's do something goofy. Okay, 17 hits on his face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright. Next stop, Turtle Rock. Bombs. Alright. I think when I get to Laser Bridge, I'm just gonna go for it. There's no reason to do all of Laser Bridge. If I get a small key, I'm skipping the rest of the chests. What am I gonna find? Also, get out of here, fairy. You're free! For reasons. Mostly in that I want to buy a blue potion. They're just better than fairies. I just need to actually, like, be careful and pay attention to things so that I can use a blue potion when the time is, you know, required. Oh yeah. So we learned something interesting the other day. I saw a report that said that Seth Rogen... I swear to God, this is so confusing to me. Seth Rogen is rebooting, or perhaps doing a new season of, I don't know if this is in the same continuity, The Littlest Hobo. Coming back. This may mean nothing to the folks who aren't Canadian. But to those of us who grew up here, we are aware of The Littlest Hobo. Anyone, yeah, not on anyone's 2026 bingo cards. Yeah, it's a show about a dog that travels from town to town and fights crime and solves mysteries. And it's a dog. Just a regular old, like, German Shepherd. It has a banger theme song, and, like, because it was on the air in Canada, like, produced by the CBC back in, like, the 60s into the 80s, it had 2 series. It had a bunch of Canadian celebrities. Like, Leslie Nielsen was on it before he was known for being funny. Oh man, it's a wild show. But it is very much, you know, basic. It is more or less for children. I mean, it's a dog that fights crime. And not like Scooby-Doo, it's a regular dog. You know? Small key, alright. Standard issue German Shepherd, yeah. Like, it's not like even like a particularly, like, it's not even like a fancy breed or anything, it's just a normal dog. You know, I had one of those dogs growing up. They're just normal dogs. They're good dogs, Brent. There's nothing all that special about them, you know? They're just good at what they do. They're good with kids. Which is why we had one, I guess. Okay, let's grab this. But yeah, so that was a weird thing that I saw come up. And then I saw another weird thing come up. Being like, hey, Canadians, guess what else is coming back? Except it's not really coming back. This is kind of a teaser. The raccoons. I was like, I remember the raccoons. You hated the raccoons? Okay, but yeah, Run With Us is a banger. I do love it. They were everywhere. That is true. They did have those very high quality marker sets. You know, blame Canadian content rules if you must. I enjoyed. But yeah, it turns out they're not getting more episodes or anything. There was a news story I saw. There was like, the raccoons are back. I'm like, what the heck? Turns out, no. The guy who was like, you know, basically the head dude behind the show. Alright, Bunny Beam Me, it's Spunky. We were correct to call this. The guy who was the creative mastermind behind the raccoons, apparently he's putting out an album with the music. All new versions of some of the songs. There's going to be a whole new version of Run With Us. Which is good. I'll be interested to see what the new version's like. Or who it's even by. I don't think they're bringing back Lisa Lougheed because she's, like, ancient at this point. I mean, everybody involved with the show is ancient at this point. It came out in, what, like 85, right? Yeah, I do know that is a quick way to win over Canadian crowds at concerts, is to play Run With Us and reference the raccoons. I saw the Cybertronic Spree do it. They're not Canada themed, they're Transformers themed. But also they are quite good. Okay, so we're in the dark maze now. I just need to switch around to my hook shot so I can get invincibility off of these, against these fire bars. No, that's not where I want to... Okay, fine. I'll take some hits. Hits ain't so bad. You know what? I don't need to fuck with Laser Bridge at all. I've got my small key. You know what? You guys have fun down there. Yeah, like at this point, the only thing that would at all benefit me is Butter Sword. I really don't need that. Or half magic, I suppose. That would be good, too. I don't have the ice rod. Let's hope it's on Laser Bridge. Oh man, I got so cocky. Oh man. I'm cycling through my items. I'm like, okay, let's get ready to kill that firehead first. And then realizing, wait a minute. Map. Alright. Ten arrows. The heart piece. Fall into hole. Bombs. Okay. So this is an issue. Oh boy, is it an issue. Okay, let's try this. This would be ideal. If I found it here, that would be great. Nope, ether. Alright. Okay, I'm going to check the back of escape. Dark cross. I couldn't do it before. I didn't have the lamp, so I didn't want to do it. I can do it now, and I can do it from the front. Taco just finished. My advantages evaporated because I did not have the ice rod, and I kind of mucked around a little bit. Bonk. Hello, welcome on in. We are looking for the ice rod at this point. I'm hoping it's in here. It's not. Okay. See, here's the thing. I was hoping I would find it in there so that I could avoid, like, having to use my portal. I'm gonna have to use my portal. If I kept the portal where it was, I could have in theory jumped down from the ledge above and gotten back into the back of the dungeon area. Unfortunately, not in the cards. I really hope it's not in there. Oh my god, I hope it's not in there. $50. Okay. Bombs. Let's see. What should my priorities be? I know Sahasrahla has not got it. I should check Stumpy and K45. Yeah. Because I can do those from here. I'm pretty sure I checked Stumpy already, but I'll just double check. No, leave no stone unturned, etc. I checked the basement of Tower of Hera. Just double checking Stumpy. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. Are you a tree, sir? You are. $5. Oh my god. Okay, it's gotta be in a dungeon, I guess. Or it could be on Graveyard Ledge. Let's check Graveyard Ledge, and if it's not there, then I guess I will do something else. Let's see. Eastern Palace has 3 items in it. Thieves' Town has 4. Misery Mire only has 2. See, the hope is you don't want to have to do a whole dungeon that won't get you a reward that's actually useful. And I'm thinking that there's no way this is a pedestal seed. If the ice rod was on the pedestal, there's no way Taco would have done 3 extra dungeons by now. It's metagaming a little bit, but you know what? It's good reasoning. Heart piece. Alright. Alright, we're doing dungeons. Let's start off with Thieves Town because it has 4 things in it. And I can just run back there. It's reasonably close. Bonk. Okay. I think this is the first pendant dungeon I've actually been in so far today, which is a pretty decent record. I mean, you know, I've been trying to avoid them, so it's good not to do them all willy-nilly. Big key, alright. That was weird. I tried to dash as soon as I hit the ground, and it didn't let me. Okay, 2 more chests in the front. They could be anything. What do we got here? 20 bucks. Okay, that's 2 items knocked out of the pool, I believe. No, that's 2 items knocked out of the pool. There's 4 things in the front, and I have 2 dungeon items. So, 2 more items in the back. What could they be? I could see people doing this dungeon as soon as they hit Thieves Town just because they were able to. And by people, I mean Taco. Let's see if I can get in his head. Consume his brain somewhat. Okay. We're low on magic, but that's fine. This isn't a magic-heavy dungeon. That said, magic is useful against blind. I just have so much health I don't think I'll really need it. Compass? Are you serious? There's my health back. Yeah, that's another good thing about this seed is I basically don't need to worry about health ever. I just need to stun an enemy and kill it, and I'll get a fairy. Which refills like 7 hearts. I don't know if that number's correct, but it feels like a good number for it, right? Seven is one of those numbers. Feels good to have. Ooh. We were just talking about you, magic. Okay. Is this going to be a small key? No, it's bombs. Alright. That means the boss has our last item. So, we actually need to kill him. Okay. New light bulb invented. Enlighten me. Ha 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 ha. He's so clever. You know what? Blue cane, do my job for me. I don't need to be swinging wildly. Ice Rod! Oh my god! Okay, let's go beat the game. God, I can't believe I went into Turtle Rock without the Ice Rod. I probably would have if I'd even stopped to think about it, because, let's be real here, you get to Turtle Rock, you think, well... Oh my god, the hedge, the hedge! There's 5 items in Turtle Rock. There's decent chance of me being able to just go in there and get, to, you know, find the Ice Rod in the dungeon. I just sort of forgot I even needed it. Okay. That was just 300 bucks there. I don't need that. That's for sure. Alright. The worst part is there is a way to get back into the dungeon. And immediately to the halfway point. It is unfortunately not allowed. It is outlawed by the rules of the league. So we will not be doing it. It's technically considered a major glitch because it involves sort of clipping through walls in the overworld. Clipping through walls in a dungeon, just fine. Clipping through walls in the overworld, that's against the rules. And for good reason. Wall clipping in the overworld lets you get up into places you're not supposed to be, and then like exiting map tiles in a place where you're not supposed to go. That lets you just drop into dungeons. It's fucked up. If you ever watch like a major glitches race of this game, you see people do all sorts of wacky things. I don't need to get that chest again, so I'll just go through here. Ow. I waited and everything. Breaking the bounds. Exactly. It's really fucked up. You can clip into a wall in the desert, and then sort of because of your placement it thinks you're jumping down, so you actually end up jumping up onto the ledge, and like you can just walk into the Desert Palace dungeon. It's weird. Okay, but now we have the Ice Rod, now we have the stuff. Mini Moldorm, come back over here. Not Mini Moldorm. Mini Helmsaur. Okay, let's go fight us a Trinex. Okay, Ice Rod for the Firehead. Let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do not make the floor slippery. Okay, goes into his shell. Now I get to fight the main body. The fact that he comes out of the shell, he's like a hermit crab, but a snake. I don't care about taking a couple of hits. Whatever, I have the red mail, I have decent sword, I have a lot of health. Be dead and give me something. Compass. Alright, sure. Last crystal, here we go. Alright, we got it. All 7 maidens. In our pockets. Of course, Rocco, I believe, only has a shirt pocket. So I guess he's got maidens in his shirt pocket. Wait, no, he's a wallaby. He's got a pouch. He's got a built-in pocket. Or is that only on the ladies? Alright, well, he only has a shirt pocket then. I was going to say unless Rocco is trans, but also in the Rocco's Modern Life movie, when they found out that Ed Bighead's kid is trans, everybody was like, whoa, that's a big weird thing we haven't encountered before. So, like, I think if Rocco had been transgender, that would have, unless he's, like, secretly hiding. He's like, I can't let on that I know what this is. Don't know that we ever see him with his shirt off. Money requires boots. There it was. Couple of small keys. I do not remember what Mr. Bighead's kid changed her name to. Because obviously, Ralph no longer fit. Kara just finished too, oh my gosh. Yes, this is the same child of Ed Bighead that is responsible for everybody's favorite episode of the show, Wacky Deli. 10 arrows. God. Featuring, as mentioned previously, the Cheese, the best character on the show. Better than both the salami and the bologna combined. God, I knew that was a bad mistake. Okay, alright. We are paying for it. $20. Alright, let's get our bombs ready so we can open up this wall. I was working on script for review today and I did not get enough of it done. $20. Small key. Big key. And full heart container. Alright. The tower ascent begins. Let's climb up. Yeah, I was very impressed with Mr. Arkadin. But we once again got to see that Orson Welles, kind of a master of disguise. And not in a turtle kind of way. It's me casually in 2026 dropping a reference to Dana Carvey's Master of Disguise. A film probably best left forgotten. It's hard to if you were alive for it. It's true. I half imagine he, like, sometimes wakes up in a cold sweat and thinks, they all forgot about the Love Guru, how come they can't forget about my shitty movie? Oh my god! Be dead. Okay. All because he wasn't putting out movies regularly like Mike was. That's true. I'm like stuck in a loop here. Oh my god. Let's get our fire rod ready. You know, I'm just gonna say that was a respectable, quick graboid fight. Red cane. Servo just finished. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, so half of the racers have... Well, half of the racers who are going to finish have finished. Okay, I'm a little low on magic, so I'm going to grab this. Okay, I don't need any small keys, so we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. Feels bad to skip things. Flawless! Oh my god. Haven't had that pan out that well before. Heart piece. Worthless. Alright. You know, sometimes you do have to wonder though, like, what's Dana Carvey doing these days? It's not like David Spade where he like kept making things that are kind of B, like, you know, Joe Dirt wasn't great, but we all know it existed. 2 hits. All right. 4 hits. 5 hits. Honestly, if he is just coasting off some writing credits, more power to him. Get that retired life. Alright, Bat, go do your thing. I am going to follow using the duck. Inexplicably in the dark world. And then we'll just go wail on Ganon. Whole grain breakfast. Still in phase 1. Oh my gosh. It is perfectly acceptable to use all of my magic on this phase. I mean, I may as well. I'm gonna need magic for the torches. All gumpy because I've got silver arrows. One. 2. 3, 4, and he's dead. Okay. Now I just need to cross the floor into the next room. I'm hovering over the done button. And done. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's quoting the tongue from Kung Pao Enter the Fist. That's how I choose to interpret that. Alright, Taco and Kara have both left comments. Guess I'll leave one too. Sits in own pew. Yeah, that's right. Alright. Me at the start. Thought I had a leg up with those early gloves after doing Bomb's Hyrule Castle. Bum rushing TR with no ice rod was costly. Alright. You know what? Link not having any neighbors means, you know, maybe Hyrule's in Australia. So after he's done, he leaves and he moves to the city, and that's when he gets his house next to Mr. Big Head. You know what? Hyrule is dangerous enough, I would believe that it's in Australia. Terrarium. Oh, it was a bottle. Fair enough. I don't know that I've seen bottle on PED before. Good to know that that is referred to as a terrarium, though. God, I still remember in elementary school they taught us to make them out of empty pop bottles. Just cut down a 2-liter and, you know, open up the side and you can put dirt in it. It's arts and crafts time. Cardboard posters. Yeah, yeah. The old Bristol board. Or if they really wanted you to have to spend a lot of money on school supplies, those big, corrugated plastic, you know, folding boards. Okay, my sprite was made by someone named Tuchan, or possibly Tuchan, or maybe Tu-Chan, like Chan, like Jackie Chan, but T-O-U on the front. I don't know. Special thanks, there's Saku's name in it. She is, of course, still racing. First sword found in 20 minutes. It had an H in it, though. Flute in 47 minutes, mirror in 38 minutes. So it was like T-O-U-C-H-A-N. One boss killed swordless, that was the Graboids. One with the fighter's sword, that was the Moth. One with the Master's sword, I don't remember what that was. And then 7 with the tempered sword. 819 damage taken, a whole lot of magic used, 2466. We love it. 46 bonks, 8 save and quits. 2 minutes spent in menus, and just over 8 minutes spent lagging. Total collection rate of 161 out of 216. Total time spent racing 155.26.44. Or if we go by the actual clock, 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 3 seconds. Yeah. You know, I thought I had a little bit of an advantage early on because I found that glove in Hyrule Castle. I figured, people aren't going to want to do Hyrule Castle early. But then I remembered, you know what? I am playing with people who definitely will do Hyrule Castle early if they get bombs. I'm certainly not special in that regard. Being able to do Hyrule Castle with bombs is something you learn pretty early on when you're a randomizer player. So, 4th place out of 7, I will take it. Middle of the pack, that's fine. You know what? We're average Joe today. That's great. Our usual time is around 2 hours, and we finished in around 2 hours. So hey, you know what? Consistency. We love it.